searching for the.
All right, Mark in the minivan. Sunday, how are you?
Just in an Apple alone, and hundreds of thousands.
I'm in line at the car wash. I'm not sure if they're gonna let me through the car wash because I have a bike rack on the minivan. Any guesses? Will I get denied? Will they let me go through with the bike rack? Because here's the thing, I don't know if I know how to take the bike rack off the car. So we'll see what happens. Drinking some iced tea. Man, so much fun last night. I'm gonna put my seatbelt on because it's gonna start beeping. So much fun last night seeing Bryan Adams and Billy Idol. They're doing a little short tour, which I think is just about over at this point. And they played in New Jersey last night at the PNC Art Center in Homedale. Excellent, so much fun. My wife scored us third row. You know, we don't do anything else. We don't do expensive fancy vacations. Well, sometimes, but not usually. We spend our money on concert tickets, and this was well worth it. Josie Stevens, I wanted to give a big shout out to her, who she's married to Steve Stevens. She hooked me up with an interview with her husband, Steve Stevens, who I've been a fan of for years. So it was a true honor to sit down with him. I've been trying to get an interview with this guy for years, and I've loved him since I was a teenager, and he has such a diverse, incredible career. Grammy award-winning artist Steve Stevens. You won the Grammy for the Top Gun soundtrack work that he did way back in the day. So yeah, man, it was great. So I got to interview him beforehand. Then we had like 90 minutes to kill before Billy took the stage. So we kind of hung out backstage and then went out, got some food, some drinks. Man, it was so much fun. I had just a blast. The music is obviously just heavy with the hits, from Bryan Adams to Billy Idol. You get so much stuff. Billy played first. Couple interesting things about Billy's set. No Money Money. He did not play that song, but he did play Blue Highway, which I freaking loved. I love that song. So really interesting set list and a great set list. And I actually have the set list autographed by Billy and Steve, it looks like, which was weird. Somebody came out in the audience and handed me an autographed set list, but very cool. So I'm not sure why that happened, if that was because I had interviewed Steve earlier and somebody said go give this guy the autographed set list, or if that was just a random coincidence. Out of 14,000 people, they chose me to give the autographed set list to. Either way, not complaining. So much fun, and Bryan Adams, man, he just rocks it. No amps on stage. I don't know if they were using a Kemper or what, but no amps on stage, but just sounding so great, man, so great, so much fun. And I always loved Bryan Adams. Like, I didn't really own many of his records, but I just loved his music, man. I just loved his music, and the radio hits and stuff were always big for me. So there you go, man. Bryan Adams, Billy Idol, what a great double bill. Two very different sounding groups, but it worked, man. It really worked together. And Steve Stevens, of course, is such a big part of Billy Idol's legacy, if you will. So stay tuned to the Talking Metal Podcast. I think I'm going to rush that interview up right away to the Talking Metal Podcast. That's my podcast. Subscribe on iTunes. And wanted to also mention Vinnie Vincent! Vinnie Vincent, man. So it happened yesterday. Today's the 11th, August 10th. He proved the naysayers wrong, and the birthday bash took place. Now, it's limited info on what actually happened at the birthday bash, but there are some actual pictures posted online. It did take place. And, I know I've been critical of Vinnie, and, Vinnie's done some not so great stuff through the years as far as taking money from his fans and not delivering. But listen, hats off to Vinnie Vincent. He delivered, man. He delivered on the birthday bash. I don't know how many people were there. Maybe it was 3, maybe it was 30. I would be shocked if it was more than that. Who knows? But all I gotta say is good on Vinnie for coming through for the people that did put up the money to be a part of his birthday bash. He delivered, it sounds like, and I hope everyone that was there had a nice time. I really do. And I wish the best to Vinnie Vincent and his fans. Listen, I was a massive fan of that first Vinnie Vincent Invasion record. I, of course, like his stuff with Kiss. Coincidentally, didn't Vinnie Vincent and Bryan Adams, who I saw last night, didn't they write on the Creatures of the Night record? I have to look that up. I think they were both involved with that record. I know Vinnie was, and I believe Bryan Adams was too. So there you go. Tie it all together here. And I read Vinnie. Somebody said Vinnie cooked he cooked food for the guests of the birthday bash, which cool, man. Like I said, I give Vinnie major props. I don't care how many people were there. It doesn't matter. As long as the people who were there had a good time. And Vinnie Vincent. What can you say? I don't know. I don't have much else to say. I'm getting real nervous because I'm getting up here to the car wash here in South Orange on the Newark border. And I'm nervous, man. The bike rack. What shall happen? Will I get denied? And I don't know how to take the bike rack off. I'm already starting to stress because I think we need to take it off for the winter, right? It's August. I mean, I guess we have a couple months left here. And I was hoping that I would be up there and you people would be able to find out if I was denied or not denied access to the car wash. But the line is so freaking long. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. So what else can I talk about? There will be more Mark in the Minivan episodes coming up. Pearl not here today, obviously, because I'm at the car wash. And let's take a look right around here. There's the car wash. Stalling. If you don't care if I get through the car wash or not, just turn it off right now, because this line is moving so slow. It's not even a long line. I don't know what's going on here. So we got a full service car wash is $14.95. Exterior car wash $10.95. I definitely need the interior vacuumed because we just got back from a family vacay and it's like dog hair and crumbs and goldfish crackers and shit all over the place. So yeah, maybe or I could get the Works $21.95. And then there's the AAA. That I can't see the price on that, but I might just go with the Works, right? Just go all out. The Works will give me a full service car wash, triple polish, clear coat protectant, tire shine, underbody wash. Yeah, so, and I did want to say, some people love the negativity. Some people don't. I don't really give a fuck, man. And as far as your comments go, you people can't control me. I'll do what I want on these motherfucking videos, all right? And my favorite is when people leave some fucking rude comment accusing me of this or that or arguing my point. Guess what? Get your own fucking video. Everyone has a YouTube channel. Everyone has a phone. Turn your phone on. Start spouting your opinions. I don't want to hear don't waste your fucking time writing little notes about my opinions or comments being wrong. I don't fucking care. I do this. This is therapy for me, man. I love talking on these videos. And all right, so this is really obnoxious, man. Are we gonna find out? All right, you can turn it off. I'm gonna let it roll just to turn it off because I know a lot of you guys don't care. But let's let it roll. Let's see what happens here at the car wash. It's a tough job, man. Looking at these guys working so fucking hard. Spraying down cars. We got bugs all from the trip from Indiana, man. Look at that. Bugs all smattered on the window. Oh, and by the way, right before Steve Stevens' interview, I'm back there, and there was an enormous beetle crawling on my back that Emily found. It was like this big. So luckily she pulled that off of me before Stevens came in, and we had the Beetle escorted out of his dressing room. Emily made the security guard promise he wasn't going to kill the Beetle, which I would have just killed the Beetle myself. But yeah, so Emily saved the Beetle and saved me from a great embarrassment. How embarrassing would that be? You're sitting down with Steve Stevens and there's a bug the size of a fucking quarter crawling up you. So thank you to Emily for doing that, and thank you for getting third row seats, Mrs. Striegel. Wow, that rocked. And oh, get this. This is how awesome Emily is. So Josie Stevens had then left us tickets too. I told her we already had tickets, but she left us tickets. And Emily took the seats, went onto the lawn seats, like way far away from the stage, and gave these really good seats to a random couple. And I thought that was so nice of her, because I probably, being the person I am, I just would have left them in my pocket and they would have went unused. But Emily's so nice. She took those tickets and gave them to some random couple, sitting in the lawn seats at PNC. I'm starting to get pissed, man. This is taking so freaking long. All right, here we go. So I have no patience, man. It's like there's no reason this should be taking so long. This wasn't even a long line. Yeah, all right. So we got Steve Stevens this Tuesday. That interview will post, assuming that the tape player didn't malfunction. Which I've been having technical issues. I bought a H5 Zoom recorder, which I don't think sounds as good as the Tascam. But I've been having issues with the Tascam, getting it to turn on during interviews. So I had two high-end recorders at the Steve Stevens interview. I did go with the Tascam, and it appeared to be working fine. So hopefully everything's cool with that. And Josie Stevens sent a golf cart out to pick us up, so we were like really treated nicely at the Steve Stevens interview at the Billy Idol show. Alrighty, so here's the verdict. Will we get in or will we not get in with the bike rack? Thanks for staying tuned. Yeah, man. Is there anybody even listening at this point? I mean, this is... And it sucks because I'm letting this roll and no one... Like, when I see a video that's 15 minutes long, I don't watch it. It's just... who is 15 minutes to sit around all day? Would like to remind you guys to join me on Patreon. You get bonus footage. Can you imagine? You want more footage like this? Join me on Patreon. Patreon.com/talkingmetal. Of course, I have the Mark Striegel podcast, which posts every Friday. If you support me on Patreon with a $2 a month pledge or more, you have access to that podcast. Otherwise, my free podcast is called Talking Metal. Been going on since 2005. We've interviewed everyone from System of a Down to Korn to Ozzy Osbourne to Kiss to Iron Maiden. Everyone. Steve Stevens. Just about everyone but Metallica. They're the only people we've never been able to get. But yeah, man, I hope to get Metallica one day. That's kind of a goal of mine. I probably won't unless I get back on some like bigger platform. Like, I want to be on Sirius, man. I just want to be a jock on Sirius, like Luke Carl or Keith Roth. Can we make that happen, guys? How do I get on Sirius? I've been trying for a long time, and no luck. I think I'd be a great addition. I must say, better than some of the people that are currently on there. Not Luke. I love Luke. He's great. But I'd like to be on Sirius. I really would. I think I'd do an excellent job, especially on like Ozzy's Boneyard. But I can swing I can do Turbo. I can do all that other stuff too. I'm not just a metal guy, you know. So I'd really. It's not like you get rich being on Sirius. It's just my ego. I want to be on Sirius, you know. So Sirius XM. Yeah, I was up for a job. They gave it to this guy Tommy London instead. I've listened to him. I think I would have been a hell of a lot better. But who knows? He got the job. I didn't. So I think it helps when Lady Gaga's your best friend. You can pull some strings. But what do I know about that? I don't know. Maybe they just loved his voice, which to me isn't great. Singing voice is great, but not a great speaking voice. But again, who am I? Here we go. Okay, if I waited this long in this line and they're not going to wash my car because of the bike rack, I'm going to be sad. But we'll find out. All right, it's a moment of truth, guys. 16 minutes later. Possibly our longest episode of Mark in the minivan, waiting for the verdict here. Let me ask you, can I get through with the bike rack? I have a bike rack. It's all right? Okay. What? Okay. I have a bike rack. Is that all right? Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna have A. All right, thank you. All right, I got through with the bike rack. There you go. Bike rack's a go.